Okay, in this tutorial what I've done is I've created some nice flaming text, and I've done this without using any plugins, so we're just relying again on Photoshop to deliver some of its really cool stuff. And I'll be doing this split across two tutorials, so I'll do the first part, we'll create the text and the effect, and then we'll kind of really get into and rework some of the details a bit later. I've done this in a couple of minutes, so it's really a rough one, but I'll create a really good one with you guys. Okay, so for the first thing, I'm just going to open up a new canvas, and I'm just going to set it to the default color, and I'm going to go to Shift and F5 or Edit Fill and go to foreground color. So we just want a black background. And the next thing we want to do is we want to create some text, and I'm going to use white. Okay. I'm sure you guys have seen the program if you're UK, or even if you're not in UK. Right, so I'm using a very simple Helvetica font. What you could do is you could use kind of a font that is a grunge type font, would work really well with this, or a dephased font that's got all the details in some areas missing, which was quite cool. Okay, once you've created your text, the next thing I want you to do is go to Edit, Transform, Rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise. Okay, and what we're now going to do is go to Filter, Stylize, and go to Wind and select OK. Now the next thing you'll see is the Wind dialog box opens up, and for this one I just want you to select OK. Just leave everything as default and just select OK, and you'll see Wind. Now I want you to do that another 2 times, so go to Wind again and go to Wind again. Okay, now what we need to do is go to Edit and put it back to normal, and we'll do Rotate 90 clockwise, and we've got our Wind there. The next thing we need to do is go to Filter, and we need to give this a blur, so select Blur and go to Gaussian Blur, and I want you to type in 7 like so, and you can see that we're almost there. It's a spooky type of effect. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is add a new layer, and we want to go to Image, and we want to go to Apply Image and select OK. So just to repeat, I added a new layer and just go to Image and I selected Apply Image. Okay, the next thing we need to do is press Ctrl U, which brings up our hue and saturation, or you can go to Image Adjustments and Hue and Saturation, Ctrl U. Okay, for this one I want you to select Colorize and just select the saturation to 100, so whack that up fully so you get that bright red text, and the hue should be 40, and so it's now yellow, and we select OK. Now I'm going to continue this in my next tutorial, and we'll add some more detail, and we'll finally add our flames as well. It's not quite there yet, so tune in to my next tutorial.